Okay, so bear with me here. This is going to be a really weird one. I had this idea that I was going to play a game that's like kind of mindless, and I'm going to answer personal questions from an article that I found on the internet. So that's what I'm going to do. This could be like a super crash and burn video, or it could be kind of fun. So I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna start with the very beginning. All right, level 1, question 1. Question 1 is, I'm going to be done with level 1 by the time I get to question 1. Level 1's quick. Why are you passionate about what you do? So this one's kind of a tricky question for me because I wouldn't say that I'm super passionate about too much that I'm doing right now. So I will answer with why I have been passionate about things that I did in the past and why I think I will be passionate about things in the future. I'm bad at doing two things at once. So I like feeling like I'm changing something, changing the world in some way. So, like, for example, right now, I work with people. I do like customer service style work, and it's really cool to me that I can affect someone's day. I can be part of their day. I can cheer them up, or I can piss them off, or I can do whatever. Like, I just think it's cool that you have an impact in the world. And one of the things that I know I'm spending a lot of time on question 1 here. One of the things that I have been really passionate about in the past is teaching. So teaching someone, leaving knowledge that I have behind for other people is something that I'm passionate about. So I think, to sum it up, the reason that I am passionate about what I do is that I want to make a positive impact, a change. Okay, question 2. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? So this one is a pretty good question, actually. I like this one. I'm trying not to just like ride the trucks too much. Oh, okay. All right, I'm good. So, where do I see myself in 5 years' time? Well, I just started school, or I'm just starting school to go into the medical field a little bit. And I see myself working in that industry. And also, I do believe, and I don't want to sound too presumptuous here, but I feel like video production and like entertainment, in a way, I guess, is going to be a part of my life because it is something that I really enjoy. Going back to my first question, like I feel like making a positive impact on somebody's day, like the fact that somebody could enjoy something that I created, is really cool to me. So in 5 years' time, will I have bought a house? Maybe. I hope so. Will I still be creating? I think I'll be creating something. I don't know what it'll be, but... Are you seeing these sick ClusterTruck skills right now? Oh, man. I had to say something. Alright. So, yeah, I think that answers that. Question 3. Oh, this one's going to be a doozy. Y'all better prepare yourselves. Yeah, okay. What do you think makes a good leader? I'm going to try not to sound like... I don't know what I was going to say there, so never mind. I have had one leader in my life that profoundly affected me. And I take pretty much everything that I value about being a leader from him. I'm so bad at ClusterTruck. I'm like jumping in a straight line and I can't do it. Okay. So I take pretty much everything from him, and so I'll just kind of go over some of the things that I find really important. Accountability is really important. So understanding that you're the one who's in charge, so you're the one who's responsible. You're responsible for the successes and you're responsible for the mistakes, and not pushing that responsibility off on other people is really important. I think another thing that makes a good leader is someone who pays attention to the people that they're leading, knows their strengths, knows their weaknesses. Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh! Okay. I don't want to brag, but that was a good run. So, somebody who knows the strengths and weaknesses of their people and that tries to challenge them intentionally, right? Like gives them something that maybe is a little outside their comfort zone because they need to improve in a certain way. I think that's a really important thing in a leader. I've played this level before. It's not going to go well. I'm not good at this level. Okay. Give me just 1 second. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that was so close. I'm not going to do that well again for a long time. Okay. Next question. I'm not slacking. I'm riding this truck. All right. Next question. Question 5. No, question 4. Do you think money is important? Yes. Next question. No, I'm just kidding. I think a certain amount of money is important. Enough money to meet your needs. Enough money to take care of yourself and your family, and enough money to allow you to pursue the things in life that are rewarding for you. So like if that's a hobby, or if it's your work, then you might not need as much money as somebody who has a hobby that's their passion. But yeah, I think that's pretty basic. I think a certain amount of money is important, and then beyond that, it can just help or hurt you as much as your personality and outlook allows. I hope these answers are convoluted enough for you guys. You 3 people that will end up watching this video. And I know who you all are by name. I'm not going to name you though, in case I'm wrong. Alright. That truck just disappeared out from under me. Okay. The next one is a little annoying. Not annoying, but I don't want to answer it. What is the most surprising fact you've learned? I don't like the word learned. You've learned about yourself. Okay, so what's surprising about me? I think I'm not as smart as I thought I was when I was a kid. I'm smart. I'm really smart, but I learned that intelligence is not all that matters. There's a lot of things that I'm deficient in that would have been really helpful in life. So I guess maybe it makes me sound super arrogant, but I learned I had a lot less of the answers than I thought I did. That was pretty surprising to me. Oh yeah. Oh, we're doing it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I tried to land on the same truck I jumped off of. Alright, question 7. What's my run time right now, by the way? This is passing time super quickly for me. Oh, whoops, I'm just riding the truck. Oh dear. I'm not gonna catch up with that. Okay. Question 7. What are you afraid of? My son actually asked me this the other day, and I told him I'm not afraid of much. When you get older and you're a father and a husband, you're pretty much just afraid of failing your family in some way. And obviously the basic stuff is something bad, my kids getting into a car accident or something. Like, I worry about bad things happening to people I care about, and that's about it. Failing, kind of. I think a lot of people have a fear of failure, at least on some level. I got really excited on that run. I really thought that was going to be it. Okay, question 8 is a little stupid. What is your personal philosophy in life? What even is philosophy? Next question. What do you think your role is in this world? Well, it's not to speedrun ClusterTruck, that's for sure. So, I think you kind of have to decide what your role in the world is. I think that my role in the world is to take the beatings that I have been given and pass the lessons that I've learned on to other people so they don't have to go through the same things. I see things that I've gone through in my life, which there are a lot of, and I kind of see them as me taking one for the team. So like hopefully my son doesn't have to learn the same lessons, doesn't have to make the same mistakes that I did. So I think passing on knowledge is my role in the world, my personal role. Alright. What do you believe is true about human nature? This is question 10, by the way. I believe, hot take, maybe, I think people are tryhards. I think that the human race has shown and continues to show that they will attack any problem or obstacle until it falls and goes away. We're resilient, and we always try to better our circumstances. I think that's why we're kings of the planet. I think we're a pretty cool race. I don't really want to get into the whole, are we fundamentally good or fundamentally bad thing, because I just don't feel like ClusterTruck is the proper forum for that. But I think something that is true about human nature is definitely that we are resilient and always reaching, or we wouldn't have gotten where we are. I am so bad at this level. I also apologize for sounding super tired. It's because I'm super tired. I absolutely love this video idea, by the way. I'm having so much fun. I'm not getting anywhere near the level end here, but... Okay. Okay, this is a weird question. 11. When it comes to your work life, how much is due to your hard work and how much to the environment? I guess it's like how much did you earn versus how much was handed to you, maybe? I think it's always some of both. I've definitely worked hard, and I've definitely... Well, I definitely haven't worked as hard as I should have in some situations, and, I've definitely done things that were good. Like, for example, I took the step to join the military, and that was my act, my work, my decision. But I was blessed with a lot of really good examples and leaders and opportunities when I was in. So, that's environment. So I think it's always a mix of both, honestly. I know that's a boring answer. Just like my boring strategy in this level. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it this time. As long as we make it to the end, that's all that's important. Whew. That felt good. Who is your hero? Okay, so I think the concept of a hero is a little misleading, because I don't think that anyone is a true hero. Like, like you would be led to believe that heroes are supposed to be perfect, or I think that a hero is someone who shows me that change is possible. So I've met a few people that were heroes in that way, and like sometimes life is difficult and you just want to see that someone... I cannot believe I just lost that. All I had to do was stand on the truck. I'd say my grandfather's a good example of a hero to me. He's overcome a lot in his life, and he's overcome a lot in his life, and he is imperfect and he still has struggles and problems and things like that, but that doesn't discount to me the amount of change that he's made, and I think that that's important. He was the first person... Ooh, am I out of the desert world? Okay, so I've never beaten this one, so this is the first. We're in uncharted territory now. Ooh. Okay, 13. How do you spend your time? That's a dumb question. This is supposed to be deep and insightful questions. That's what it says. How do you spend your time is not a deep or an insightful question. I do things. I do YouTube a little. I work. I spend time with my family. I sleep. Not as much as I'd like, but also at the same time more than I'd like, because I wish I could do other things with the time. Next question. What's the best and worst advice you've ever received? I don't know who, stores all the advice they've received and categorizes it in that way. I certainly don't. And I will instead tell you some funny advice that I received, which was, you can walk your way to the top by treading on the backs of the meek. That's real advice that I got from a real human being in earnest about basically my military career. Well, this is going well. Oh, I had to say something. I like this little trick where you can jump... Not now, because I messed it up. You can jump off the backs of the trucks for way more height and distance. Oh, but I went the wrong way. Okay. I'm just gonna ride for a second. Okay, next question. Because I make the rules. Oops. Uh-oh. Go away. Alright. What does it mean to you to make a difference in the world? That's another question that looks deep and isn't. What does it mean to me? It means making a difference. You can make a difference anyway. You can make a difference. I can serve you with a smile, maybe make a joke, cheer you up, or you can make a negative difference in the world. I've made a negative difference in a lot of people's days over the years. Wish I'd been more positive. More positive now than I used to be. So, what does it mean to me? I think it's an inevitability. You are always going to make a difference in the world. It's just a matter of whether you're making a positive difference or a negative difference. Okay. Do you think that education is important? Yes. Next question. So, college education is not necessarily important for everyone. I definitely don't think traditional college education is important for everyone. I think learning something, knowing a trade of some kind, having employment is important. And I think that learning is absolutely essential for your whole life, forever, all of it. Please land. No! That was going to be so cool. You should never stop learning. I just started learning about computers. I'm really into it. Oops. Figuring out what kind of parts I'm going to get. I'm building my first PC soon. What was I doing? What even was that? So I'm building my first PC soon, and just the joy of picking up something brand new and learning about it is super fun to me. So I think that's important. More important than like a traditional college education, anyway. Please. Okay. Okay. What's the best place in the world you've ever been to? I with my what? I'm sorry, what? I just realized I ran into the first level that I haven't played yet, and that completely threw me. Best place I've ever been in the world. Chicago or Bogota, Colombia? I like Chicago. I have like a special thing for Chicago with my wife. We kind of like fell in love for real in Chicago when I was there for the Navy. And is this the way I'm supposed to go? Okay. And Bogota, Colombia, I spent some time working in while I was in, and it was just super cool. I'd never been to a foreign country before, other than like the Bahamas, and I thought it was awesome being up in the mountains, and just seeing a different place was pretty cool. So I would say those are the two, in states and out of states. Oh, 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 okay. Oh, I knew it. I knew I wasn't gonna make that. Okay. What are you most proud of? My kids. Maybe that's the wrong kind of answer. Maybe I'm supposed to be answering about what I'm like most proud of for myself. I'm most proud of my kids because I think that they're nice people. And I think that that's the most important thing that you can be in life. Is nice. I think they care about other people, and my daughter is better than me in every way. She's neater, she's cleaner, she's nicer. She's just an improvement overall. I'm sure she'll get more flawed as she gets older, but oh, that felt close. That felt like a good one. Okay. Ooh, overshot that a bit. Hold on a second. Question number 23. What do you think makes a great leader? Question 3. What do you think makes a good leader? Am I supposed to distinguish between a good and a great leader, or is this just repeating questions? I think it's repeating questions. You're lying to me, Brightful/blog. Personal questions to ask. Okay. So what am I most proud of for myself is just the sheer amount of beatings that I've taken in life and continued to not have a smile on my face. I know people say that sometimes. They're like, oh, I have a smile on my face the whole time. Like, I have spent a lot of time in my life not smiling. But I'm still here, and I'm still doing it. And, I have made it through a lot of things. So I'm proud of my resilience. Oop, 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 oop. I gotta make it up. There. Oh, no. Oh. That was mine to fail, and I did. Where is there room for improvement in your life? So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here, guys. I'm just kidding. So I think there's room for improvement in just about every area of my life. Physical fitness is a big one right now. I have been neglecting myself, and that diet, finances. This is a depressing question. Just about everything. I think there's always room for improvement. Okay. So yeah, in summary, there's room for improvement in every area of my life. Question 21. What do you think is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen or experienced? This is a tough one. I would say that the most emotional thing I've ever experienced... How did I fail that? How? Probably the most emotional thing I've ever experienced was the birth of my daughter. I absolutely cried like a baby. It was really funny because my wife, was obviously going through a thing, and I was like right there for her, and I was super supportive and strong. And then I went, this is a cool level. Oh, really? I had that. This is an easy one. I went out to the car to get her a hoodie or something, and I just got to the car. I was feeling fine, and then I just started bawling for no reason. It was the weirdest thing. And then I cried for like 2 minutes, and then I felt normal again. And I think it was just so much emotion. It was so overwhelming. I think that was a beautiful, we'll call that beautiful. That was a beautiful moment. And then from there, we go to, how do you balance your personal and professional life? Badly. I don't balance anything well. I'm not famous for my moderation or balance. I'm famous for overdoing things and underdoing things. So I will either focus wholly on one or the other most of the time, which is an honest but sad answer. Well, I like this level. This is fun. Oh, really? I keep failing by like such a small amount. Alright, so I don't balance professional and personal life well. What do you think makes a great leader? We already answered that. What are you most thankful for? All the second chances I've been given. I've gotten a lot of second chances. I deserve to be in a much worse place in life than I am. And that's really just by the grace of God. Just complete, not anything that I deserve or, earned. I've been given a lot of chances. So I'm very thankful for that. Oh, I thought maybe I could jump over that one. That's bad. What's the biggest decision you've had to make? I don't even begin to know how to answer that, so I'm gonna cop out. Oh, that was tragic. I'm gonna cop out and I'm just gonna name a big decision, which was whether I wanted to stay in the military or leave. And that was a pretty big decision. One that I don't think I was really prepared to make, honestly. But, I made my decision. Sticking with it. These are like really random questions. What has impacted you the most? My own decisions. There's an honest answer for you. The consequences of my own choices have impacted me the most in life. That's bad. I'm bad at this level. I liked it, but I'm bad at it. Does listening to music affect you, and how? I don't actually listen to music very much anymore. I used to listen to it a lot. I used to make it way back in the day, but I don't actually listen to a ton right now just because of the way my life is set up and because I was accidentally logged out of my Pandora account, and I don't remember the password to log myself back in. So I just go to YouTube and I watch summoning salt videos now. Oh, whew, that was close. Yep. Oh boy. Question 29. And it's a doozy. What was the worst phase in your life? So, I'm not always doing super hot now, but I will say there was a time in my life where I was far less prepared to deal with hardship. And I had far less... I can't believe I just did that. I had far less in my toolbox and my support system to deal with things. And I had been having a lot of I can't believe I thought I'd make that. I had moved out on my own because I felt like it's what I needed to do. And I was, barely able to / not actually able to afford it. And, so like debt was racking up, and I was living about 45 minutes from where most of the people that I grew up with were, because that was just where I found a place. And so, nobody made it out there to visit me, and so I was alone most of the time. Then my electric bill got really expensive, so I kept my lights off most of the time, and things just started getting more and more depressing. And I was in a really dark place for a while there. Excited? That was mine to lose. So I would say that time was probably the darkest, because even though I've gone through things since then, I've been a lot better mentally and emotionally prepared to deal with them. Okay, I just want to take a second to read you the next two questions and remind you that the title of this is personal, deep and personal, insightful questions to ask, okay? We've already had one repeat question. And now it says, question... I'm going to stop playing ClusterTruck for a second. What do you believe is most important for happiness in life? Question 30. Question 31. How do you spend your weekend? That's a pretty drastic shift in scope. Oops. I had no truck. Oh, I was trying to jump off the side of that truck. I almost made it. What do I believe is the most happiness for importance in life? Introspection and growth. If you don't have the ability to look at yourself, and if you don't grow, you are not going to be happy. That's my belief. Talent and skills doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help that much either. The stuff that people think that they want isn't the stuff that makes you happy. How do I spend my weekend? I don't have weekends. How do I spend my free time? Maybe is the question. I don't know, doing stuff. That's a dumb question, and I'm moving on. What is your favorite book or movie series? That's easy. Anything by Michael Crichton. I am completely and utterly obsessed with Michael Crichton. Jurassic Park was like the first real novel I ever read, and I read it when I was in first grade. Super questionable parenting decision letting a first grader read that book, but I am eternally grateful because it is my favorite. What were the best experiences and events that happened to you in the last 12 months? Last 12 months. Well, I got out of the military. That's a pretty great experience. I became a civilian. I grew a beard. That's pretty amazing. By the way, bearded vet, you're getting an image right now. It's totally not accurate. It's not me at all, so don't get excited. Let's see. What are you most passionate about? I read the next question wrong and got confused. What are you most passionate about? We've talked about this. We've talked about my passions. I don't feel like we need to belabor the point. What is with the green? What's happening there? Is it like something happening? I don't get it. Oop. 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 Well, it looks like all I gotta do is ride it out. This is the winning truck. Hell yeah. Alright. What do you do when life gets hard? I don't know. Cry? Suck it up? Be sad? I try. That's the best I got. You know, if I didn't keep trying, then I wouldn't be where I am today. So, I kinda, you know, I'd be sad. Maybe I dwell a little longer than I technically need to, and then I just get it done, whatever it is, and keep going. Yes, that was what I needed. Yes. Oh dear. Okay. That was amazing. I couldn't do that twice. Oh, jeez, these questions are getting heavier and heavier. What do you do to combat negative thoughts in your life? I have a chronic problem with being negative. That is a big... The trucks are just flying off the top of this thing. That's been a struggle my whole life. So I think what I do is I try to replace them with good thoughts. There's always a positive way to look at something, and I'm pretty good at that. Pretty good at figuring out what the positive angle is. So, you know, lately, I think the most important thing is just recognizing when you're being negative and not accurate. Because you can be negative sometimes in a true way. Like, recognizing that a situation is bad is not being negative. But dwelling on it and not, you know, making something useful out of it is being negative. So basically just being able to be aware of when that's happening. So I basically just try to watch myself. I guess that's how I combat negative thoughts. I just try to be more aware of them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What do you want to be known for after you die? Being loving and making the world a better place. Next question. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the hell? Okay. That seems pretty chaotic. There's a lot happening here. What makes you different from others? I'm sure a lot of people think this, but my brain works a little bit differently than most people's, and it allows me to make connections that most people do not. And it lets me do it very quickly. So, I think that makes me different. That and just the sheer amount of punishment I can take. I can really soak it up. Uh-oh. Alright. Let's go. How does it feel to be your age? So I have a lot to say about this one. It feels super weird to be my age because I'm not old yet. I'm 30. But I'm not young either. Like, I work at Starbucks right now, and I work with a girl who's closer to my son's age than mine, and I made some reference to a Ben Stiller movie the other day, and she didn't know who Ben Stiller was. So there's like a lot of, like, I don't feel like I'm that much older than people, and then suddenly I realize that I so am. Like, my funny thing that I said to her that I thought was funny was that I learned to play the guitar when I was 13, and I was pretty good at it. So the day she was born, I could already play Stairway to Heaven on a guitar. But like, I don't normally think about being as old as I am, so it's just funny. And I realized that people older than me must feel the same way about me. Like, I must be that baby who didn't even, doesn't even listen to like Pink Floyd or whatever it is that old people do and listen to. Soon it's going to be Nickelback. Oh, you don't know Nickelback? Yeah, they were this super famous band in the 2000s. We all listened to them. It's getting late and I am coming undone. If anyone who is not directly tied to my personal life, and even if you are, has watched this deep into the video, please comment the word avocado, just so I know that someone listened to this much of this mess. It's just so that I can personally thank you, follow you, whatever. Just avocado, okay? If I get even one comment of avocado, I will be over the moon excited. I'm not editing this either. This is going to be just straight talking and ClusterTruck. Oh, jeez. How would you define success? This is another really vague question. I would define success as succeeding at things. Are you getting the outcome that you are trying for? If so, then you are successing. That was a cool failure. Speaking of success. And I don't think that this is okay. All right, I do have something to say about this. I didn't think I was going to. I don't think that many failures negates an eventual success either. Because, for example, I am failing quite a bit at ClusterTruck, but I am beating the levels. So, eventual success is still success. Which is good for somebody like me, who fails a lot. What is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary? Being extra. Things that are ordinary, and things that are extraordinary are extra. Next question. How would you describe your personality? I'm chatty and I'm annoying. I like to talk. I like to talk a lot. I like to talk loud. I don't like people who like to talk a lot or who are loud. But I enjoy being both of those things. Oh, okay, I'm going to just wait a second. And we'll jump over. And I've hit a literal wall here. Yeah, so I'm chatty. I think that's my personality. Outgoing. Vibrant. That's a good word. Jesus level. Okay. What do you hope to accomplish in the future? I don't know. Tons of stuff. I want 1,000 subscribers. How about that? Can we make that come true? Smash that subscriber button. Share to all your friends. I hope you guys have 1,000 friends. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. Mostly I just want to be content. It is a mix of changing my circumstances and changing my outlook towards my circumstances, I believe. But yeah, I just want to be content. I want to be at peace, and I want to learn to balance my life better. How's your relationship with your parents? I have an interesting relationship with my mom. I talk to her a lot. we butt heads a lot, or we have in the past anyway, not as much anymore, but I was adopted by my dad. I don't talk to him at all. I haven't talked to him in like 8 years. I have a lot more of an appreciation for how difficult it is being in the situation that he was in, and I understand a lot more about why he made the mistakes that he made and the things that he did. So I used to harbor like some resentment, and I don't anymore, which is good for me as a person. But yeah, I don't really feel the need to talk to him either, so wouldn't call it a good relationship. I'm gonna do it this time. Oh, I'm gonna do it this time. Oh no. All I had to do was not hop. What's the first thing you think of when you wake up? What I need to do that day? Do I need to go to work? I don't know. It's not the same thing every day. Are there people like that? I hear someone walking around upstairs. I don't know if they're going to come down here and interrupt me. Do you like being able to communicate with others through social media? Sure. That's not a deep question. These are supposed to be deep questions. What motivates you in life? I don't know. Continuing to live is a good one. I have other people that rely on me for things right now. That's a good motivator. I could really use some water right now. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, I thought that was a good one. Who's your role model? I don't have a role model. I don't believe in that. You should be your own role model. Hot take. I guess if I had to say somebody, it would probably be my old boss. Because I definitely appreciate his better qualities, and I have tried to emulate them in my life. He had a pretty big effect on me in the military. And he wasn't even military. How do you feel about your relationships? This is 92-ish, because remember, some of them are repeating. 92-ish, vague, and deep-sounding questions. That's the more accurate name of this little blog post. I overshot that truck. See, how do you balance work and leisure? That's the same as what you already asked. What's the most important lesson you learned in life? What are you most grateful for in your life? I'm pretty sure I've answered all of these. I'm just going to keep going until I find one that I like. Because this is my rules. We are ClusterTrucking my way. Gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. What's the biggest regret? Do you hold any convictions you're willing to die for? I guess if I did, I would have thought of them immediately. So no. What is the biggest regret you have in your life? I regret letting my credit go to shit. That's honest. That's an honest answer. I was not careful enough about my credit, and now I am paying the price. I don't have another answer for that question. Let's see. I don't know why I keep trying to go under them. Like, that's not a thing you can do. Is it? No, because you're gonna... No. That was good. That was bad. What's your favorite place to relax? 57. What is my favorite place to relax? In bed, obviously. Sometimes in the shower, but I haven't really had that shower, you know, like, there's a shower, like a soulmate in life. There's that one person. I believe that there is that one shower. It has the perfect temperature, the perfect water pressure, a good sitting or standing situation, I haven't found that shower yet in my life. I'm hoping it's when I buy a house I can really set up a shower. As I get older, I think I'm really going to get into showering. Various soaps. Some different shower heads. You know, really make a hobby of it. I'm not saying that I don't shower now or anything. I just mean I could do so much better. How would your friends describe you? Probably annoying. Am I gonna post this? What are you afraid of? I already answered that. Is money important to you? Earlier you asked me if it was important. What do you do to de-stress? Well, right now I'm talking deeply personal way about my life and playing a dumb video game about tumbly physics. So I guess that it's a quality you admire in others. Balance. Being able to balance yourself, it just mystifies me because I've never been able to do it myself. Alright, I'm going to find the last question because I don't think I'm going to pass this level. And it's very late. And no one is watching. Oh yeah. Hold on. I feel good about this one. Oh. Okay, can I go back to the question about what was my biggest regret in life? Because it was jumping off that truck early. Is now the answer to that question. Okay, I'm gonna look through these questions real quick. What is your favorite quote? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I want to get it right. Okay, so my favorite quote is a Winston Churchill quote, and it's, hold on, I'm going to butcher it while I'm trying to play ClusterTruck. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. And really, if you think about it, this game has been illustrating that the whole time. Was this entire video pre-planned by me to illustrate this point? No, but it could have been. And that would have been deep. Have a good night.